Can we please, can you all please take seats now? May I please request all the media to please take your seats? So good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ms. Taapsee, and good morning, Ms. Mithali. I'm so happy to see you here together in the city. And on behalf of Hyderabad, I welcome you over here. And I would also like to thank all our media friends who made it to this place today, because I know Hyderabad weather has been a little difficult, though very beautiful. So thank you so much. Your time and you being here means a lot to us. And on behalf of Team Shabaash Mithu, I like to thank all of you. Can all of us please settle down? All right. So before I call Ms. Taapsee and Ms. Mithali on stage, they have come to us with something very special that is going to be played now. So can you please play that now?
साल के थे जब किसी ने सपना दिखाया था वुमेन ब्लू की तरह हमारी भी एक टीम होगी वुमेन ब्लू। तू कैच क्यों ली? तेरे को मना किया था ना मैंने।
चैलेंज नेचुरल है, अगर प्रॉपर ढंग से ट्रेनिंग हो गई प्रोफेशनल खेलने में चांस है।
जा फिर छूले।
ये मिताली की बात कर रहा हूँ। आज से यही तुम्हारा घर, यही सब कुछ है।
May I have a cup of tea, please? Hey, Miss Medium, ठीक है, एलिजाबेथ के घर से आई है।
टिक के दिखा।
शक्ल अच्छी है तेरी, शादी बना, बच्चे बना, यहाँ कहाँ फंस गई रे तू?
ये मैदान देख रहे, ये भी जिंदगी की तरह है। यहाँ सारे दर्द छोटे हैं, बस खेलना बड़ा है।
Come on, झोला come on! We have a new captain. ये सब लड़कों के सर हमारी बहुत बेसिक नीड्स हैं। मोर मैचेस, ट्रैवल फैसिलिटीज, हमारे अपने नाम के कपड़े। सर हमारी भी तो कोई पहचान है।
5 वुमेन क्रिकेटर्स के नाम बताओ। सॉरी सर, किसी एक को तो पहचान ले यार। हो गई पहचान।
ऐसा खेल के दिखाएंगे कि हमारी पहचान कोई कभी भूल ना पाए।
नाम मशहूर है पुछला पिंड दे टब्बर टब्बर नू गज दे ने गज दे ने गबरू गज दे ने गज दे ने गबरू फतेह 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 ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਰੇ ਰੱਬ ਦੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਰੁਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਝੁਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਟੁੱਟਦੇ ਗਬਰੂ ਜੋ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਕਰਦੇ।
Who is your favorite male cricketer?
Wasn't that so inspiring? And really, Miss Mithali, आपने ऐसा खेल के दिखाया कि कोई कभी नहीं भूल सकता. But Shabaash Mithu team has come to us with this beautiful movie. But Hyderabad also has a surprise for you, a tiny little surprise for you. So can we please have it?
Are you ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
माटी तेरी हमको माथे पे सजाना है, यहाँ में फहराना है हिंदुस्तान मेरी जान तू, हिंदुस्तान मेरी जान तू, मैं कुर्बान हाँ कुर्बान तू, प्यारा है मेरा देश। हिंदुस्तान मेरी जान तू, हिंदुस्तान मेरी जान तू, मैं कुर्बान हाँ कुर्बान तू, प्यारा है मेरा
Thank you so much, all the children. Thank you, Amit. Thank you, Miss Taapsee and Miss Mithali. Thank you, Amit. Okay, you can just give the two mics. Okay, thank you. You can please take your seats. Okay, so we'll start some questions now, and then we'll move on to the media questions. So again, welcome, and you both are looking like so beautiful and so pretty and so cute. And okay, so I'll start with Mithali ma'am. So on behalf of everybody, I'm just asking this question that when you got to know that they're making a movie on your life, what was your first reaction, or how did you feel? I think the mic is not on.
Well, I thought, initially I was taken aback. I never thought somebody would be interested in making a movie on my journey, and it took me a while to actually, understand that they were serious about it. And I also felt it was an opportunity to put women's cricket onto the big screen, and people should know what has gone behind the sport taking such a long journey and reached where it is today.
Fantastic. So, again, I'm repeating the same thing that, you want that people should remember, like you'll play that people will remember, and that's how the movie is being made. So, yeah, you manifested that. And now my next question is with Taapsee ma'am, that, how was it playing Mithali Raj for you and working on this movie? Because, like, this is a sports movie, so what was different? It's not on.
Okay. Namaskaram. Actually, I'm very confused. ఈ రోజు నేను యాక్చువల్లీ హిందీ మూవీ కోసం ఇక్కడే వచ్చాను. So I'm like little confused talking in Hindi, English, my broken Telugu. I will mix it all up. I think Shabaash Mithu lo, I felt that this is my biggest challenge to portray someone who is master of the game that I don't know at all.
ఈ మూవీ ముందు యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు అసలు తెలీదు క్రికెట్ యాక్చువల్లీ టు ప్లే నాట్ టు లైక్ సీ ఎవ్రీబడి సీస్ క్రికెట్ బట్ నాకు తెలీదు ఎలా ఐ విల్ ప్లే ఐ విల్ హోల్డ్ ద బ్యాట్ ఐ విల్ హౌ విల్ ఐ హిట్ ద బాల్ at the right time. But I think after I took up the challenge, I realized it's just not cricket. To play Mithali, who's very different as a personality from me, was also a equally big challenge. And stakes were very high. There was a lot of pressure because people know her now. Like her struggle from last 20 years till 2017 to make women's cricket visible to Indians who love cricket. It finally like giving you the benefits. People know that there is a team, there is a Mithali Raj. Now they know her. Now it is even more challenging and pressurizing to portray someone like her on screen. And biopics are always a little more difficult than regular films because you are playing someone who's actually there. And at that time she was active. She was actually playing. So yeah, probably one of the most difficult roles of my career to portray. Let's see how audience feels about my cricketing skills after 15th.
Okay, before I move on to the next question for Ms. Mithali, just I'm curious to know, like, you know, when we are all children, we all have our games, right, that we play. So did you ever play cricket as a kid? You, I'm asking Taapsee ma'am.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
She plays a kid also. No, actually I didn't. And every day at training I used to regret why did I not play cricket as a kid.
So what were the games that you played as a kid?
I played every other game. I used to play basketball, I used to play volleyball, I used to play badminton, I used to race, I used to do long jumps, I used to play all the street sports like pittu and you know gallery and all this. I used to play everything that I saw kids playing around. Kani, I think cricket lo, I felt like they did not give me a chance to bat or bowl. They used to make me field. Yeah, all the boys, gully cricket lo, they used to make me field.
Yeah.
So then I was like, no, it is not interesting. They're not giving me bat or ball. So I left playing, did not play cricket.
And now you've played it, and how?
Yeah, now I wish I had played before. It would have been less stressful.
I know. So that was very interesting. So now I'll move to Mithali ma'am, and this question is for you that, you know, every personality is unique, and since you're a sports person, so like, I'm sure your personality is unique, but even your game is unique equally. So what is that one unique aspect of your personality or your game that you thought is very difficult to emulate, but Taapsee has nailed it?
Personality, less talking.
Okay.
And which obviously if you, whenever you watch the movie, I'm sure you will be able to see that she's emoted a lot more with her eyes, with her expressions, you know, less dialogues. They did not give me many dialogues in this film. And as far as the cricket is concerned, the cover drive, which is done, she's worked hard for it, and she's played, and the way she's played in the movie is very similar to how I play the cover drive.
You know, so she's not a sports person, but then let's give her a big round of applause just for this compliment that Ms. Taapsee just nailed it.
Yeah, I'm breathing in this compliment and making sure it stays with me for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, so my last question is with Ms. Taapsee that, you know, what is that one thing about Hyderabad that you think other cities do not have?
My first film was here. I don't think that will ever change, or nothing can trump that. So first is always special.
Right.
I don't think it can, no more amount of success or no new things that happen in my life can change the fact that in 2010, 1st of July, my first ever film that released was in Telugu. So.
Fantastic. So I think it just adds up to so much more to this day, because both of you from Hyderabad, starting from Hyderabad, and you know, just like coming for this movie over here just means like adds value to just the whole thing even more.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
Congratulations to both of you. And now I will open it up for the media to ask questions. So you can please go ahead and ask questions to Ms. Mithali and Ms. Taapsee.
Sound check. Yeah, hi. Hi. Good morning to both of you. I'm Kalyan from India Glitz Telugu. I have 3 questions, so kindly please remember because I might not get an opportunity to ask you both again. So first for ma'am Mithali Meeku, like when you did that Lucknow lo the 1,000 run kitty, what was your reaction at that point of time? Like 10,000 that kitty you were in that against all the games. And second, how important is identity to you, because it reflects a lot of identity in this film. And when nobody was there to support you, who was the one who supported you in your entire life? And it's a fourth question is like,
Oh my God, let's write it down.
I think let's go one by one. Yeah, let's go one by
sure,
one.
sure. So your first reaction, like when you entered the 10,000 runs, so I mean, how was your feeling? Because we only knew Sachin at that point of time who achieved them.
Most of the records in the last few years, which I broke, I was not aware of it. Clearly, I got to know a lot of those things through social media, you know, and my social media team would tell that, you know, people are saying this, have you really broken the record? I said, I don't know, let it come formally, then probably, yes, I will admit. And when you cross any milestones, it's always a happy moment that you've come very far, you see yourself, you've come very far. And what was the second question?
And how important was identity, which reflects in this film?
Well, for a long time in the initial years, when we talk about cricket, it was more about men's cricket. Even the round table conference, wherever in the parties, everybody would talk a lot more about what's happening in men's cricket. But never the curiosity or the awareness about, is there a women's cricket? Or if there are women cricketer around, are you curious enough to know what is happening there? So in that sense, it was very important growing up and making people realize there's women's cricket too. For cricket, there is men and women. Women also play cricket. So in that sense, identity was very, very important. And when I started, obviously in the obscurity, there was no facility, no resources. The number of games that we played was very less. I've played a lot of domestic games, then the international in the first few years of my career. But I was very fortunate that I had a lot of support in terms of my parents, school, coaches. At every stage or every phase of my career, I was very lucky in that sense that I got support when I actually needed it.
Got the support, that's what you were telling. And last one, like, were you forced to do the retirement, or like, was it your own decision?
Well, there's nothing, nobody can force me to do anything. That way I'm very stubborn. I will, if I had to take a retirement earlier, I would have done it. Because I've never played for fame or money. That was never the reason for me to take up the sport. The circumstance is very different as a 10-year-old, but over the years, I've grown very fond of the game and my passion grew a lot. The passion was more playing for India, and that never sort of, at any point reduced. And I took retirement because I was very clear. I had the clarity in mind that World Cup was the tournament that I was preparing for, and usually after the tournament there's always a build-up, there's change in the team and they would want to build the team for the next big event, and there is no point for me at this stage to play just 2-3 series and be happy about it. That was never the purpose or the reason, and that is why I took retirement.
Thank you so much, you have made us all of proud. Huge round of applause once for Mithali Raj. And this is for Taapsee. And what was the convincing factor for you in this film? Because you also, I mean, I think it's an identity because you own a wedding agency, you own a, the badminton, this thing, and you're a very self-made woman. So was that the identity was a convincing factor, or like anything else for you to accept this film?
I think, first of all, who would say no to portraying Mithali Raj on screen? I think it's whoever is ready to put in those hours of hard work, who has that much of time should, I don't think any actor in the right state of mind will say no to this. But yes, one connect that if you ask me was that statement that I read of hers even years before I got this offer, which was when she answered the question of who's your favorite male cricketer. That is what I read in the newspaper, which got me to notice Mithali. I was myself guilty of not knowing about her or about the women's cricket team. So that statement connected and spoke to me, because of which I had noticed, okay, who is this person giving such a strong statement? And it is resonating with me. So hence I got to know about her, and because of her I got to know about the women's team then. And then I felt obviously very guilty of the fact that I did not know about it.
And I think, as I say always, I manifested it somewhere that it came to me to correct that mistake, to make sure I use my medium to make sure other people are not guilty of the same thing.
అండ్ చిన్న చిన్న మేనరిజమ్స్ కావచ్చు, లైక్ హౌ షీ యూస్ టు బిహేవ్, ఆ బ్యాటింగ్ కావచ్చు, ఇంకేదైనా కావచ్చు, మీరు అట్లాంటివి ఏం కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేస్తారు? లైక్ హౌ మచ్ హోంవర్క్ యూ డిడ్?
Actually, homework, I'll tell you what, my cricketing homework was with the help of Nushin, who is a very close friend of Mithali and has played with her and is currently coach for Railways. She has played with Mithali for years. So she helped me know her cricketing nuances. I didn't know cricket before. Okay, so it was not like I had to unlearn my cricket and learn her cricket. So my introduction to cricket happened Mithali way. How she will pad up, how she will walk, what will she do between two deliveries, which is her favorite shot, or what all is she like more, she plays more, what shots she plays more. So all this introduction to cricket happened her way. So that was the detailing in cricket. And beyond that, because she was active player at that time, and it was COVID time, so she was not physically available to spend some time with me. I saw all the possible interviews I could to understand that I have to speak slow, very slow, speak less. And that's how probably I can come close to portraying her on screen.
తెలుగు వాళ్ళు మిమ్మల్ని బాగా మిస్ అవుతున్నారు.
నేను కూడా అండి, నేను కూడా.
ఎప్పుడు చేస్తున్నారు అంటే అందరికీ
మీరే చెప్పండి, ఒక డైరెక్టర్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ గారికి చెప్పాలి, ప్లీజ్ give me one really nice good film so I can do it.
Whoever is watching this interview will cast you again.
Please.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hi. Yeah, who's next? Mithali. Hi, I'm Taruna from NTV. Yeah, hi. So my question to both of you is, first, when Mithali, it was known that there's a biopic coming, what was that idea? Like, okay, Taapsee is doing it, you both must have met for the first time. What was the conversation? I want to know. My first question.
We met in Bangalore. I was there for a camp, and she flew down from Mumbai. I think both of us were a bit nervous meeting for the first time. Of course, she's more, a person who loves to talk, who loves to express vocally, and I'm a person who will take time. I was observing her, how she is, and probably she was doing the same, but the talking was happening a lot more from her, trying to sort of make the atmosphere more comfortable for both of us. But I think it was a good meeting, and that was our first meeting. And when I got to know that she was saying the role, even I've done my homework that she's already done few characters relating to women sports person, and not much had to be done in terms of her fitness or her appearance. But yes, cricket is a skillful game, so she probably had to learn how I bat. So that was something was a little bit of a bother for me. Will she be able to do it? Because as she mentioned, not many women would have played or picked up a bat in their childhood growing up. So it was relatively new for her to learn that sport. And it is not easy to learn something new which needs technique, which involves technique and skill. And that was something, I was concerned about. But when I watched the trailers, I was quite, happy the way it turned out. And also I have got some videos from my friend about her when she was training. And I saw from her first couple of days and to what she ended up, learning, there's a massive change. And that is because clearly she worked very hard to, train in those hours for that role.
Hi Taapsee, welcome back.
Hi, thank you.
So when this thing was given to you, and especially a biopic, so doing a biopic is something like you have done it for Mithali, or you have done it because biopic का trend चल रहा है और सब कर रहे हैं.
ट्रेंड के चक्कर में तो नहीं करना चाहिए, because I honestly am not a person who goes with the trend. I would rather be a classic. So I didn't do it because of the trend. I would have rather want to do something different. If there was some trend going on, I would rather want to break it and do something else. No, I did it because of her.
Okay. And one quality, common quality, both of you have, and you have eventually known it while doing this.
That's one very rare find, that common. I think it's on the outside we are very different, but the fact that we do have a strong vision of what we want in life, what we don't want in life. And I think our do's and don'ts are very clear, and we are very stubborn to follow those do's and don'ts. Ideologically, we are similar.
హాయ్ మిథాలి గారు, ఏంటి అంటే క్రికెట్కి మీరు రిటైర్మెంట్ ఎందుకు ప్రకటించారు? అంటే రీజన్ ఏంటి అసలు?
రిటైర్మెంట్
ఎందుకు ప్రకటించారు అంటే ఇంత త్వరగా ఎర్లీగా?
తొందరగా మీకు అనిపిస్తుందా 23 years తొందరగా అయిపోయిందా రిటైర్మెంట్? లేదా
No, they started just knowing, I guess. That is why.
అంటే బిఫోర్ వరల్డ్ కప్ నాకు ఒక పెద్ద గోల్ ఉండే, ఒక పర్పస్ ఉండే ఆడడానికి, ప్రిపరేషన్ సిరీస్ ఆడడానికి దాని ముందు. కానీ వరల్డ్ కప్ తర్వాత యూజువలీ టీమ్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది అండ్ యంగర్ ప్లేయర్స్కి మనం ఆపర్చునిటీ ఇవ్వాలి టీమ్ని మళ్ళీ బిల్డ్ చేయడానికి నెక్స్ట్ పెద్ద ఈవెంట్కి. సో అలాంటి టైంలో ఇంకా 2 series 3 series ఆడడంలో అంత నాకు అనిపించలేదు దట్ ఐ షుడ్ బీ ప్లేయింగ్ ఓన్లీ ఒక పర్పస్ లాగా. ఐ డెంట్ హ్యావ్ అ పర్పస్ ఆఫ్టర్ వరల్డ్ కప్, ఎందుకంటే అది చాలా పెద్ద గోల్ ఉండే నాకు అండ్ ఐ పుట్ ఇన్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ టు ప్రిపేర్ ఫర్ ద వరల్డ్ కప్. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ షూర్ ఇప్పుడు ఐ విల్ డెఫినెట్లీ లుక్ ఇన్ టు ఎలా స్పోర్ట్స్తోనే యూనో ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ ఉండాలా ఇన్ అదర్ కెపాసిటీ. ఐ కెన్ ఆల్వేస్ హెల్ప్ ద ఇండియన్ టీమ్.
Taapsee, a film like this can be a risky affair. So did you face any dark days when you thought you can't pull it off?
Almost every day while learning the game. It was very difficult. It is a skillful sport, as she said. Technique is so important, and I'm playing someone who is, in my opinion, the first lady for women's cricket in India. And you are at minus level where cricket is concerned. So to look anywhere close to her, even for camera, I have taken up a big Mount Everest task of suddenly from zero to look like someone who is, the master. So that every day, almost every day at work, I was like, I'm not sure this will happen. But then my coaches, they had 4 coaches actually with me, and all 4 of them were very sure that no, you will do it. So a lot of times when I felt low that let's cheat, let's get a body double, let's just somehow just with cheating we'll just finish it, they were like, no, you can do it, you've done it, and we'll make sure you are able to pull it off. So a lot of support came from them.
So what kind of a research went behind this role?
As I said, I had people who had played with her. They were the ones who were teaching me, so they could tell me 20 years back how she was, or 10 years back how she was. Well, I am portraying her presence on screen from when she was 16-year-old, when she played her first international match, till 2017 World Cup. So almost 20 years of difference, like a person is very different when a person is 16, 17 years old to when a 36, 37-year-old, not just in the way you look, but the way you behave also. So someone else who has played with you can tell the difference, that okay, first she was like this, then she changed like this, and then she changed like this. So that's why all the girls who were teaching me, they really helped me to know how she has changed or how her game has changed, how
పీసీ. అండ్ నా క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అంటే, ఏ బ్యాట్ అంటే మీకు బాగా ఇష్టం మ్యామ్? చాలా బ్రాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా.
నువ్వు ఫైట్ చేపిస్తావు బాబు బ్రాండ్స్లో, మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరర్స్లో. వాళ్ళు అంటారు నేను స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఒక బ్రాండ్, ఎండ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇంకొక బ్రాండ్తోని. సో కానీ నేను ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తానంటే, యాజ్